Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome. It's Friday, and I suppose it is Dinosaur Day. The dinosaur days are back. That's what the song's about. Dinosaur days. Exoprimal is out. I played a little bit of it last night. Thought it would be fun to try to play a little bit more of it, and kind of I'm trying to get a feel for it. I'm not sure how I feel about it as a long-term concern, I suppose, as an ongoing concern. It's got some stuff, but yeah, we'll see. We'll get into it. We'll figure it out. Who killed the dinosaurs? Capcom did. I don't know. It's got a it's got a battle pass, and it's got all these other things to it. But also, it's got it's the type of B game that Capcom used to make a lot of and now doesn't anymore. It's just like you just look at it and go like, okay, all right, okay. It's on Game Pass. It's got cross play and all that, everything else. But I don't know. We've got a new batch of drinks here. Yusef keeps sending drinks in, and thank you very much. I think it says, consider these the sorry for the red line, here's a happy drink. Watermelon might be the worst rehab, but the only one on the list? From Yusef. He sent a 6-pack of a variety pack of the rehabs. I've got a strawberry lemonade here. That we're gonna try out. The rehab stuff, I'm not because it has tea in it. I'm not usually super deep into it, but I have not tried all the flavors, so I'm excited about it. But also, Yusef is apologizing for the red line, and but like that was. I'm very happy that that red line showed up and that we got to try it out and that it damn near ended my life and all of those things. It was nice to get a look at that stuff. So that was very exciting. So it's fine. You sent the good stuff. So thank you so much. So let's see what this is about, I guess, and we'll put it on the list. And then we'll shoot a zillion dinosaurs. That's the one thing that game's got going for it. If you want to see dinosaurs get fucking blown up, man, oh man. Yeah, that smells like a strawberry, more of a strawberry than a lemonade. But yeah, that's the vibe. All right, let's Hey, you know what? That's that's pretty all right. You get that tea flavor on the back end, and like I said, I'm not big on. I'm not super big on teas, but it's. But this is smooth, I would say. Let's get the list up and think about it real quick here. Yeah. This is a feel good. This is a feel good drink. It's light. It's easy to drink. You're just like, hey, all right, man. Yeah. I also bought a thing of Mio Energy, the little squirt bottle, like a black cherry flavor. And I thought, man, I should just keep that in here, and when the drinks seem weak, I'll just squirt energy drink into the energy drink. But I don't. It's out in the kitchen. I've never had any of that stuff, but I thought, I wanted to try it out finally. I guess you just mix it with water, huh? Maybe like a seltzer, maybe mix it with like a carbonated water. Maybe that's the way you got to go with it to really, club soda, John. Yeah. Yeah, right on. This is better than the Watermelon Warlord. But is it as good as Bucked Up Energy Gym and Juice? I don't know that it is. Let's look around here a little bit more. Monster Energy Ultra Gold. Let's work our way up the natural way here. Is it better than this is it, it's better than the Ring Pop. It is better than Gym and Juice because it's just so damn smooth. I would drink this over a Go Swedish Fish, I think. I'd probably take it over a Monster Energy Ultra Gold. Is it better than Rise Fuel Sunny D? It's not better than Monster Energy Ultra Violet. I know that much. Is it better than Prime Energy Orange Mango? But it is better than G Fuel Snow Cone. So we have kind of a range here. Or a bit of a range. Let's have a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, all right. That's going to go right there. That is what is this? This is a strawberry lemonade. All right. And that is our new number 35. 35. Nice and easy. It's a breezy drink. This is you could have this on a warm day and it's like refreshing, and that's not something I would say about a lot of energy drinks. And so that's kind of nice. Chill vibes, bro, is what I might say about that. Let's shoot a bunch of dinosaurs. And if that ends up being super boring, we'll do something else. You see a lot of bits and pieces of games you may have played lurking within Exoprimal. Where like the menus and the different skin stuff, you go like, okay, yeah, they looked at Overwatch also. Like a lot of developers, they took a look at the Overwatch menus and said, okay, let's do something like that. And the campaign is like a... Hang on, let me try and get this on screen real quick. And there we go. The campaign has a sort of a... You remember how Titanfall 1 was like... It's got a story, but it's going to tell you the story through you playing multiplayer matches. That's what they did here, seemingly.
More data is required in order to escape from this island.
So they've got this broken up here, this little meter down here at the bottom where it's like, okay, you saw cutscene D07 and the next cutscene is D08. Anyway, keep playing this one mode that's in the game and you'll see cutscenes. And so it has a story and it has a setting and it has and you know, it has cutscenes and they're all fucking ridiculous in ways that I'm like, hey, you know, this game is dumb and I kind of like the ways in which it is dumb, but then I you know, then you're playing it and you're like, you know what? I don't know. Let's look at our skins. Oh, we got this. Look at this. So this is the default skin for this guy. They're selling this one that looks like a football man. And then I guess we unlocked this at some point along the way. I don't know. And then weapon skins, I unlocked a green version of this gun. Smoking on that green gun. You can put decals on your guy. I put Street Fighter 6 logos in all the spots. I don't know. And then for charms, I put a pair of handcuffs because that's bad. I don't know. And you know, they have broken up the different robot suits into, you know, classes. Assault, tank, support. No, you know, like DPS kind of specific, I guess. Assault is as close as they get to that. But there's no, like, deliberately weak but high DPS kind of, you know, it's... Maybe some of these are more like that, because this one is melee focused, and so that's probably weaker than the other ones. I don't know. There's a bunch of different, you know, skins and shit. This guy normally looks like this, but then you can get this stone version, or you can just look like this dude. I don't know that I like the... I like my robots to look like robots, honestly. I think that these skins just look like dudes. Like football dude is not... I don't know. I don't love it. I don't love it. Let's clear all of our exclamation points, because otherwise it'll make me crazy. Bush camo. All right. This game, in some ways, and it's not because of the way the game is played or for any like real like direct reason, but indirectly, from a vibes perspective, I am getting a lot of Battleborn vibes off of this product. Like in a whew. Someone crack open a Battleborn in here? Yeah, oh god. Oh no. It's yeah. And then, you know, when you level up, you get to open a box that comes with some more skins or whatever. You know, like it's a video game. you know what I'm saying?
I am also equipped with mental counseling functions.
Well, that's handy. Let's make sure that we're not going to be voice chatting into the game with... Okay, yeah, microphone off, voice chat off. That take, you're always like... Yeah, okay. And then we hit this button, and... It's got one mode, and then in here it's got a sneaky kind of option of like... So at the end, there are two teams competing to see who can complete the objective first, and you don't directly see that team. It'll make more sense when we get in there, but basically at the end of... If you pick PvP, at the very end, you can shoot the other team. And in the other one, I guess you don't. I don't know. I've never... I don't know. This game also, if you've played Gambit mode in Destiny, it's got a lot of that. It's got a lot of that going on. Insofar as, like, at various points in the game, it'll be like, you picked up a thing and now you can teleport over to the enemy side and be a dinosaur and fight them. And so you go over into their end of the arena and play as a dinosaur, which every time I've done it so far, the playing as a dinosaur has been unpleasant to control and not super fun. So, yeah. So we'll see what we end up getting here, but I don't know. The concept here is that you are you know, it's an evil, soulless corporation that you are, of course, working for. And this rogue AI is on an island conducting war games.
Fighters, welcome to the war game. I am the Advanced Artificial Intelligence, Leviathan.
And the character introduces himself and
in the previous war game. Keep crushing those efficacy metrics.
And kind of reintroduces himself every single time. And I guess ostensibly the AI is trying to build better exosuits, but has come about that by pulling you out of other dimensions, pulling you back in time 3 years for, you know, for whatever reason.
I will transfer you to the combat zone. Prepare.
The time travel thing seems like a needless, weird little story thing. And you're competing in these dinosaur fight tests, I guess.
Dimensional transfer complete. The war game will begin shortly. Have a super day. You will now engage in a dinosaur combat test. Exofighters, follow the Watcher.
A dinosaur combat test.
Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait.
So we get to the spot, and then you'll see that dinosaur spawns happen, and then dinosaurs do stuff. I'm going to launch a grenade over here and kill a bunch of dinosaurs all at once. I can also fire that laser cannon, which I don't think I hit anyone there, but whatever. All right.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives slower than the enemy.
Slower than the enemy team? Oh no.
Proceed to next.
We're losing.
Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning raptors.
So that's, you know, when I shoot my little, you know, grenade thing and it fucking
Summoning raptors.
kills like 20 dinosaurs and they go flying. It's like, hey, that's, you know, that's okay. That's okay, I guess. Did I miss? Ah, damn it.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team.
That's right. And so as far as I can tell, this is the entire game. You go through these 5 different points here, and
Preparing combat area.
each time you stop, you got to shoot some more fucking dinosaurs, and at the end, you kind of push a payload to an objective marker.
Summoning raptors.
And this robot voice comes on every so often and just says, summoning raptors, which is funny. Don't get me wrong.
Summoning raptors.
See?
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning pteranodons. Summoning raptors. Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team.
All right, here we go. On to the next one.
To next mission. Initiating dinosaur call.
Thank you.
Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning raptors. Summoning a Carnotaurus.
All right, that's a bigger dinosaur. I'll just keep shooting it, I guess. Oh. Yeah, let's keep shooting this dinosaur.
Dinosaur call.
That seemed like it took a long time. We might be behind now. Oh no. Okay. Okay.
Warning.
Oh.
We will now commence the final mission. Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel.
Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel.
Combat. The enemy to the final mission. Act quickly to close the performance gap. The first team to complete all of the assigned objectives wins. Do your part and generate robust combat data. Summoning raptors.
Oh, cool. More raptors.
Summoning pachycephalosauruses.
Thank you.
So far, I think that's the thing about this game is when I push the button and it kills a bunch of dinosaurs all at once with a grenade. You go like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. They went flying. That's all right. That's kind of it. I don't know.
Warning. The enemy team has activated the domino. Enemy-controlled dinosaur incoming. Prioritize its destruction.
Okay, we'll pop our ult here and then we'll get hit, I guess. Oops. Well, looks like it may be still hit, actually.
Summoning raptors.
Ah! We got killed.
Dinosaur call.
We're getting revived.
Proceed to next mission.
Is there a dodge or something? You'd think. But no, not as far as I can tell.
Summoning pteranodons. Summoning raptors. Summoning pachycephalosauruses.
So this is a different final mission than the one I did before, where that one was like pushing a payload to a location in a very Overwatch kind of way. Whereas this one is just like, I don't know, here's some more dinosaurs, and sometimes the dinosaurs are controlled by the other team. What the fuck else is there? Is there something we're missing here? What? Did a dinosaur get stuck in the environment or something? What the fuck's going on?
Raptors. Summoning pachycephalosauruses.
Nope.
Dinosaur call.
There you can see kind of the silhouettes of the other team.
Proceed to next mission.
So you gotta get a sense of where they are in the progression.
A Dominator has been generated for your team. Use it to commandeer a dinosaur and attack the enemies. Summoning Pachycephalosauruses. Summoning Ankylosaurus. Dimensional crossing activated. You may invade the enemy team's combat area. Disrupt the enemy's mission progress.
Okay, we're just gonna keep shooting dinosaurs, I guess.
Summoning raptors. Summoning pteranodons.
Ah! Let's try to stick with the team over here, I guess, a little bit. We don't seem to be putting a lot of damage on this fucking guy.
Summoning raptors. Summoning pteranodons.
I need repairs.
Oh, I am. I'm getting fucked up over here. I wish it had a better on-screen indicator. I guess that's something you're eventually going to learn, but okay, there we go. I'm getting healed. Well, like, hey, which character should I go over and stand near because they're the one that's going to heal me?
Fulfill its objectives first. Do not lose track of time. Dinosaur call complete. Combat test complete. You are victorious. This team demonstrates tremendous potential. There will be a rest interval until the next combat test. Take full advantage of this incredible employee benefit.
And yeah, that's, you know.
Behold, the best exofighters in this war game.
I dealt the most damage to large dinosaurs. Okay, we got some skins. Lost data. And now I think we get a cutscene.
Your suit seems to have suffered great damage.
Use this data to unravel mysteries. All right, so they're gonna be like side missions. Is that how that's gonna go? So do we now have? Okay, yeah. Increases movement speed when health drops below 40%. And I can spend 200 of my black coin, I guess. Bitcoin? I guess it's Bitcoin because it's Bikatoa Island or whatever the hell it is. The story. Okay, you can view it on the analysis map. Select next story to advance the story. Mysteries. A data analysis of mysteries. Once the required law. Solve these riddles.
Alrighty. I think we've got our first step to making sense of this cluster flip. Have a gander.
Cluster flip.
This was shot from the carrier's nose camera as we were crashing. This is the first glimpse of Bikatoa anyone's had in 3 long years. The place is shattered. I can't see a single light on anywhere.
Cluster
In all
flip.
likelihood, we're alone. Well, unless you count Leviathan, I guess. Sandy can get all kinds of info, even from a simple image like this.
Even this limited data has yielded preliminary results.
Still, the real gold mine is 2040, not this pile of overgrown ruins. We'll pull data straight from the source. Okay, let me grab Madge and the Chief and we'll see where we stand.
So yeah, it's like such a weird story. Like, so you're in 2043, and every time you go to play every time you are doing the war games, the AI teleports you back in time 3 years to when the island was less fucked up, but it still seems pretty fucked up. Like it's such a, it's just fucking, it's weird. I don't. It's just an interesting, strange choice. Okay, so we get a little bonus cutscene here. Is that it? I kind of like that about it. That just like every bit of the story just feels real. Like, okay, well, all right.
Certainly. The year was 2040, at exactly 4:58 p.m. on August 16th. The cable of the stratovator which joined the IBS research compound to the station in geosynchronous orbit experienced a catastrophic failure. The failure precipitated a partial collapse onto the island below. The incident functionally eradicated Tuvao City. An estimated 215,000 human lives were lost in the main population center of the city.
Okay.
The debris weighed approximately 300,000 tons, and the energy released by its impact was equivalent to 20 million tons of dynamite.
But according to these logs, the collapse was preceded by a mass dinosaur outbreak.
Yes, the very first. And now we know that outbreak was courtesy of Leviathan.
Do
Must
we?
have been some kind of evacuation effort. Sandy, is there any data on how many people made it off the island?
Debris from the stratovator's impact created a 60-meter tsunami that overwhelmed the majority of the civilian escape vessels. Total known survivors, 413.
Lord Almighty. 500,000 people.
Correct. IBS records indicate less than 1% of the population survived the incident.
And Leviathan's kept the island sealed off ever since. We are the first living people to see the outcome.
And is.
Well, no. What about the other guy? Like, we already had a conversation with another guy, but it's like,
Physically, you saw the stratovator.
but I guess he's from another dimension.
He just happens to be running his war games right before worst industrial disaster of our time. Perfect. Just perfect.
Well, at least this puts things into perspective.
It sure does. It sure does put things into perspective. You could. That's definitely. That's what I was about to say. Update, and then a list of shit. You're like, okay. How to escape. No, wait. Okay, well, what? Okay, yeah. Here's a question I would like. Why did dinosaurs appear? Oh, I don't get to know that yet. Is that AO3 Leviathan? All right. That's that. This is a really bad. I mean, you know, I get that like this one is filled in or whatever, but like this still seems like a really bad interface for like what can I actually. Is there anything I can actually see or do here? So this is the last. Okay, on an interdimensional. Okay, so Magnum is this other dude. Okay, and we brought back a device that lets us communicate with him, and he's in another dimension. So the idea is being like, you're the only guy with a suit here in this dimension. So the other people on your team are coming from different dimensions. Different versions of 2040, I guess. And they form the team, and I
will get back out there.
Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out like what. There's got to be like a page in here that says what each one of these things does, right? Cannon. No, that's the Y button thing. So that's that same laser cannon I had on the other guy. An exosuit that excels at using explosives. Its grenades are most effective in tight spaces. Great. Is there any kind of like... Yo, man, what gun does this thing have and how does it shoot? That would be nice to know. Let's unlock the crisis module. All right, I guess we got to go train if we want to see that stuff, huh? Training. There we go. All right, here we are on the...
Disengaging.
And now I can just be like a dude. Seems... It's like the speed rumbler, basically. Oh, it'll let you practice as the dinosaurs too. That's maybe useful.
Just try and stop me. Take this.
So he's got his little three hit joint here. He's got like a shoulder charge, I guess. That's that same thing. He's got a dash. On a 10-second cool, 2 charges on a 10-second cooldown. And a cannon spike. All right. Does way more damage when you use the ult. That seems to be the... Double jump. I don't know. Like, this game feels like it should... Let's
talk about this.
This game feels like it's a shooter, and so having a melee dude, like, of course you gotta, but I don't know.
Let's get cooking. This won't be pleasant.
Very slow rate of fire. Good damage. That would take out a good pile of raptors, probably. But,
This won't be pleasant.
yeah, that's not. Gotta dodge. Some kind of grenade type thing.
Burning.
Eh. Long range fire. Nah. Probably not gonna.
We'll meet again.
Move fast. Shoot faster.
I think it's weird that the suits have voices that are not just your character. Like, your character doesn't talk. It's like they're trying to have it both ways or something, you know? Okay, so we've got this charge shot if we aim down sights here. That's kind of interesting. This is still this. Double jump. Oh, wait, is that a... Okay, so that's on a cooldown. And then I shot whatever that is. Is that a ball of ice? Is that what that is? Okay.
You're mine.
Like a railgun type of deal. I'm not here to snipe raptors. Like, there's 1,000 raptors at a, you know, at a time. Like, the idea of a sniper rifle is funny more than anything else. So I don't think I like any of these other ones in Assault at all.
I'll be back.
I don't need a fucking suit.
Let's rock. One shield coming up.
So he's like, yeah, he's all shield bash and then punch. And then a taunt.
You got it, pal.
And you can change suits mid-match. So, like, you know, if you had a situation where you're like, oh, this would be a better suit for this sort of situation, like, you could change. I don't really want to do that, but you could. This is just infinite. Oh, okay, so it's a heat thing. I was gonna say this seems to have infinite ammo, but.
If it's so Activated. Change at Marker 1.
Oh, okay, so that's like a lock-on missile, like hold it down, let off. And then there's this. Okay. And a melee-focused tank, I guess? To block and counter enemy attacks. All right.
Withdrawing from combat.
Why is it so wet? Why is teleporting through dimensions such a wet procedure? Is that meant to be a counter or something? Okay. No thanks. And then support. Let's check, but...
Where's the emergency?
So this is more of a... Well, it doesn't seem to be doing its job, I guess. But this is, I guess, supposed to be more of a stun. Like a slow, so you can kind of get up and stun the dinosaurs to slow them down for your opponent or for your teammates. I thought he's got a little... What's going on over there? And then what do we got here? Oh, so that's like a heal beam. And then this is a heal radius.
Second opinion? Witness true magic.
Okay, that's... This game needs a real, like... Oh, it, it does, in fact... Oh, this game needs a hit F1 to see what all this shit is. You know, like Overwatch... Oh. It does, in fact, have exactly that. Fires light projectiles. Heals allies, injure enemies, so... Alright.
Au revoir.
Coming to the slow realization that I don't especially like playing as any of these robots. Single fire projectiles from twin handguns inflicts damage in rend mode, heals allies in mend mode. So we hit that to swap. Do I have to worry about accidentally healing dinosaurs with this if it's that way? No, I guess it just doesn't. Okay, and you can warp around. These are long cooldowns for like a, you know, a mobility. Like there's just not a ton of mobility on some of these moves that you're like, oh, it would be useful as a healer to be able to teleport around. But you can do it so infrequently that... What is that? What does that do? Spread shot. Okay. Yeah, these projectiles out of this pistol, no good. But, you know, meant to be a healer, not meant to be a good gun shooter. So, I think my takeaway from that little exercise is this fucking thing.
Cavalry's here.
Soldier 76, if you will. Oh, okay. We have a dive. Is dive dodge really? Okay. All right. So okay. So there is a roll. Thrust attack. Powerful strike that knocks back, charge to increase impact and range. So kind of a... Okay. The handcuffs are a weapon, like a charm. I decided to put the handcuffs there. And then the football outfit is like a paid skin cosmetic thing. Like they went dumb on day one with their paid cosmetics. Okay. Let's control a dinosaur real quick and see what that's all about. So that, yeah, I mean, you know, it's a dinosaur. The turning radius is not great. You know, it's a little, the movement's a little wild. It's not... It's weird that we reappear where we activated the dinosaur and not where the dinosaur died, but, I mean, whatever. This one is blank. What does this one do? It's just a hammer? Okay, that's just a hammer. Got it. Oh, right. That's right. When you activate the dinosaur, you teleport over, so it wouldn't make sense for you to remain. Right. Right. Wait, I can drift? How come I never see you dino drift? We're in the D dimension. Wait. A game with drifting dinosaurs with a bunch of interdimensional hang on. Hang on now. Did they literally base a game on that fucking ancient video? And then you have, yeah, I guess what's the other that there's objects inside. Where we can spawn walls and stuff. Or, I guess, platforms. Okay. Okay, so you can upgrade the module so that it activates earlier. We've got to get our player level up before, and suit level. Okay, so you do have some suit specific modules as well as just kind of generic. And we can swap this out, the laser, for like a heal field or a boost jump shield. Drill charge. Let's stick with cannon. It's been working out okay for us so far. All right, tree dude.
If I am unwanted or burdensome.
Talk about the game here, or what do we, Okay. It's, you know, I don't know that it does. It seems like the sort of thing that there's really only one button on that menu, and it's marked Dino Survival. Like, I don't know if you play a bunch of matches, if it unlocks a different mode or something. I don't think it does. Anything's possible, I suppose, but it just feels a little thin for what it is. Or I guess, like, hey, it feels like a multiplayer game that they kind of tacked a story into, and instead of having like real dedicated single player content, it's like that Titanfall 1 thing of like, play the multiplayer and it will you'll see some cutscenes as you go. Which, yeah, I don't know. It feels, experimental maybe in a way. Like, and that's not it just feels very tentative from Capcom.
Exo Fighters, welcome to the war game. I am the Advanced Artificial Intelligence, Leviathan. Exo Fighter growth opportunity. Attacking the head of a Carnotaurus is effective.
Oh, yeah?
It will quickly close in on attacking players, so make sure to maintain a safe distance.
You're telling me I should shoot the dinosaurs in the head. Okay.
transfer to the combat zone. Enjoy the war game.
In cases where the dinosaur looks like it has a heavily armored head, shoot it somewhere soft looking.
The war game will begin.
Oh, thanks, Leviathan.
Have a super day. You will now engage in a dinosaur combat test. Exofighters, follow the Watcher.
Time to engage in a dinosaur combat test.
Initiating dinosaur cull mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning raptors.
Maybe hit that a little too early. Should have waited for more of them to drop.
Summoning raptors.
Wait, thank you.
Summoning raptors. Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher.
Fuck the enemy team. I'm gonna have to probably, you know, I keep talking about it and we haven't done it yet,
Preparing combat.
but we're long overdue for a good reworking of the soundboard. And I do think summoning raptors is probably the right kind of dumb to have on a button.
Wait, thank you.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur cull mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning pteranodons. Summoning pteranodons.
I needed that.
Summoning pachycephalosauruses.
Not Pachycephalosauruses. Ah.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team.
It's not unpleasant to play. I don't, you know, but it's yeah, I don't know. We'll see if this ends up being a PvP mission where we do direct combat with the enemy team at the end. Oh, here we go. Here's something different. Area defense.
Preparing combat area.
Okay. Totally different.
The specified area. Go to the area near the marker and begin defending it. Summoning raptors.
Totally different. In this one, they summon raptors.
Area defense progress 25%. Summoning raptors. Summoning pteranodons.
I would appreciate it if more people on the team stood in the box so that we could finish this faster.
50%.
As there is a bit of time pressure, I suppose, on this whole beat the other team thing. Which is interesting. You know, that's a different metric than a lot, you know, what you get out of a lot of games like this a lot of the time. You know, normally it's more like, you know, how long did you hold the position? How long did you do this? You know, so there's like attempting to speed run all of these encounters is kind of interesting.
completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher.
It doesn't look like we're that much faster because they're also moving on to the next one. They're always tight. It always feels, you know, the handful of matches I have played, it hasn't really felt like the other, like a team is getting blown out.
Go to the area near the marker and begin defending it. Summoning Tyrannosaurs. Area defense progress 25%. Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
I needed that.
Summoning Raptors. Area defense progress 50%.
Okay, what are...
Keep that up.
Summoning Raptors. Summoning Pachycephalosaurus. Area defense progress 75%.
Ah! Dinosaur. There was a dinosaur in there. I was like, what's this bubble about?
I needed that.
Area defense. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team.
Okay.
The enemy team has progressed to the final mission.
Yeah, but so have we. I mean,
Close the performance gap.
you just told us we were doing faster than the other team, and now you're saying...
Yourselves for interdimensional
Yeah.
travel. Prepare for combat. The first team to complete all of the assigned objectives wins. Do your part and generate robust combat data. A Dominator has been generated for your team. Use it to commandeer a dinosaur and attack its enemies. Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
It's fun to kill dinosaurs, you know? It is what it is.
Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
Oh.
Dimensional crossing activated. You may invade the enemy team's combat area. Disrupt the enemy's mission.
I'm getting hit pretty hard here. Where's our... We do have a... Someone was playing support. I just don't know where they were. Yeah, some kind of like better, because you know there's a lot of shit happening at once, so some kind of better highlight that says this character is the support if you want to get near them,
Won't let that happen again.
so that you can, you know.
Dinosaur call.
You're not going anywhere.
Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Summoning a Carnotaurus. Summoning Pteranodons.
Well, I put that gun there. I don't know if it's gonna do any good, but
I needed it.
Summoning Raptors.
oh, this is our support, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
I have awarded the enemy team a domino. They may invade with a hostile dinosaur.
They might. They may. You never know.
Dinosaur call. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission.
Looks like we're behind now.
The enemy team has activated the Dominator. Enemy-controlled dinosaur incoming. Prioritize.
Oh, that's okay. Hello.
Summoning a Carnotaurus.
I missed. I ran too far ahead of the team and got fucked. All right, let's try playing support since I guess whoever was playing support is no longer playing support.
Witch Doctor's repair capabilities are indispensable. Support your allies on the battlefield by keeping them ship-shape.
Oh boy. Which one's the healing field? That appears to be right bumper. Fuck, man. Like, I couldn't even get out of that situation. Alright, someone else is playing support, so I should probably switch back to something I'm comfortable with. But yeah, there's no real downside to dying, other than you're trying to complete the missions fast, right? So, you know, if you're not dealing damage, then...
Jedi strikes with gunfire and grenades. Versatile.
I mean, I have no fucking way to get there and actually have enough time to heal somebody up. Like, yeah, we're just getting fucked over here. It's going bad.
Combat test complete. You are defeated. Quality combat data is an Exofighter's duty.
Oh, yeah?
Keep your eyes on the prize and maximum.
Oh, that's pretty good. They just to see dinosaurs ripping you a fucking apart. That's very silly.
Oh yeah.
Behold, the best Exofighters in this war game.
Wasn't me. That's for sure. Oh, good. Interdimensional container data. All right, we're gonna... Oh, hey, and some other... We got a lot of data to go over here. We're gonna get to the bottom of this whole thing.
This transmitter, how does it work?
It's a transmitter.
Hey, well, don't ask me. Ace found it, I just turned it on. Somehow.
You kid me? This is joke time now?
Okay, wait, let's focus on what we do know.
Okay.
We know it transmits between timelines. So, it has to be tied into Leviathan's programming.
Yeah, people asking about PvE versus PvP, like the difference is minimal. Like, you know, it really seems to only impact the final mission in a match.
Look like a piece of Leviathan. It's more like a Leviathan egg.
And you are twisted.
Well, that was deep. Related node A categories escape. B, C. Well, oh, wait. Okay. Deadly contest.
Finally, we're starting to get data from 2040. This is great, Sandy.
Thank you, Technician Alders.
Okay, Sandy, we've talked about this. You can just call me Alders.
Understood. Professional etiquette now set to non-essential. Alders.
Perfect. Now, Ace, with your exosuit as a relay, we've managed to hook into the island's surveillance network during the war game. And this nonsense, it's happening all over the island. Downtown, the dam, the airport, you name it. Listen to what this bastard was banging on about when we got this image.
Exofighters, get ready to enhance your survival journey. This scenario needs a hostility upgrade. Reload and prepare for incoming dinosaur targets.
Hostility upgrade. Leviathan has a 5-alarm hard-on for dinosaurs.
I mean, who doesn't?
Magnum was right. It's running this island like some kind of massive combat tech R&D project, and for some reason, it's fixated on dinosaurs as the ultimate opponent.
Because dinosaurs are sick. Can we see this now? Because we have this. Do we need A07 before we can see before we can solve the... Okay. Anyway, as I was saying about my 5-alarm hard-on, yeah, OBS crashed, which is weird. I'll have to look at the logs, because I solved the audio problem that I thought was causing the lockups, but yet here we are. Anyway, I guess hopefully this isn't the number of matches I need to do before the next cutscene, because it really feels like everything about this game feels so minimal, you know? Like the story, the database stuff, it all feels like really underdone, and so I wonder if they're gonna stretch these cutscenes out across like hundreds of matches. You know, battles logged 3. Like, am I gonna have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 or 8 more matches to get the next cutscene, or what? Let's find out. Let's see if this moves one notch closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. This game is on Game Pass. Yeah, you can get this game on Game Pass. In fact, I would, I feel relatively comfortable. You know, I've not played a ton of this game, so, you know, hey, not a disclaimer, not a full review, but I feel comfortable already in saying, don't pay money for this. I don't think you should buy a copy of Exoprimal. Because they're on Steam, they're selling deluxe editions and a bunch of the cosmetic stuff separately too. And, you know, you could spend, I think you could already spend like $100 on Exoprimal stuff if you really wanted to. And I'm just gonna say I don't think you should do that. Game Pass, if you got Game Pass, hey. Why not? Install it, shoot dinosaurs for an afternoon, and then decide if you need more of this in your life or not. I feel like I'm starting to know the answer to that question as well.
Welcome to the war game. I am the Advanced Artificial Intelligence, Leviathan. Exofighter growth opportunity. Attacking the head of a Carnotaurus is effective. It will quickly close in on attacking players, so make sure to maintain a safe distance at all times.
And I guess you don't really know if it's PvP or unless there's some indicator somewhere that I'm missing, but I don't think you get to know if it's PvP or not until you get to that final objective, and then you see what happens.
Let us begin. I will transfer you to the combat zone. Have a super day.
A black mark for Capcom after a good string of hits lately. That's maybe a little harsh, but
Have a super day. Now engage in a dinosaur combat test.
yeah, I guess if we're thinking about this as a game that they are selling for full price, just like all of their other full price games, it
Raptors.
yeah. I don't know, but you know, at the same time, like, it's not like there's like no merit to any aspect of this. Like, it's, but I guess like also the thing I would say is a lot of the games you might think to compare it to are free. You know, it's got a real, you know, kind of budgety, free to play vibe to it, and the idea that it is being sold on other platforms seems a little wild. The idea that someone's gonna go, oh man, Capcom makes the best dinosaur games. I love the Dino Crisis games. I'm gonna get this, which, you know, anyone that does any, you know, modicum of investigation into what this game is not gonna fall for that. But like, there's probably some people that like there's probably some people who like Dino Crisis.
Summoning raptors. Summoning pteranodons.
And I think the flying dinosaurs here, I think they really suck. I think they're a pain in the ass to deal with, but not in like a fun or tactical way. It's more like, oh, these things don't. They're skittery and weird, and I had to turn the, you know, and some of this is maybe because I'm using the Hall effect sticks on this controller, and you know, it's a very sensitive controller, but I actually had to turn the sensitivity down ever so slightly in game, but that's probably more about the controller I'm using. Also, you know, like, how many matches have I had and we're already repeating areas? Like, I thought maybe it would be like, oh, well, you know, at least for the campaign stuff, before you like see everything there is to see, at least you'll see unique content. But maybe, I guess, maybe, yeah, I don't know. But the visual of fucking raptors falling out of the sky, there's something to that, man. You know, you gotta at least give it some credit. But you know, trying to make a hero shooter out of a largely co-op dinosaur shooting game just feels like a weird choice.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy.
I guess ultimately the thing I'd say is I don't think this game is good or fun enough to warrant
Preparing combat area.
a spot, if you will, in today's highly competitive, like, multiplayer live game whatever landscape. Is this gonna be anyone's game? Is anyone go like, oh, I stopped playing everything else I was playing because Exoprimal came out? You know, it just, Okay. Well, this is interesting. These fucking assholes. Alright. I'm on the other side of my guy's shield. That seems like not a place I want to be. I guess, you know, think about how interesting it would have been if they had made a sci-fi Monster Hunter game. And literally it was, you know, Monster Hunter branded and, you know, like that style of gameplay, but with these visuals perhaps, but not necessarily this style of gameplay, but like
Objectives faster than the enemy team.
I don't know.
Warning, you will now commence the final mission. Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel. Prepare for combat. The first team to complete all of the assigned objectives wins. Do your part and generate robust combat data.
I wonder if it chooses PvP versus PvE depending on... No, okay. Yeah. They're here as well. I was gonna say, I wonder if you beat the other team here by a lot, if it's like, oh well, we have to do PvE because the other team isn't even here yet.
Summoning Pteranodons. I have awarded the enemy team a dominant. They may engage with a hostile dinosaur. Summoning Pteranodons.
Oh, you get teleported to the end game if one game gets... Okay, so they don't even... You just get warped there if you're too slow.
Warning.
I guess that makes sense.
Enemy team has activated the dominant. Enemy control
Oh, and there it was.
Prioritize.
Where'd that fucker go?
Summoning Pteranodons.
The aiming just feels very skittery. I don't know. Like I'm having trouble dialing in some shots here. Oh, I just got an achievement for killing 1,000 dinosaurs with this suit. And the melee suits feel, I mean, you can take that laser cannon with you if you need a projectile, but like the melee suits seem like they're at a real disadvantage because every one of these fucking missions, every one of these missions has flying dinosaurs in it somewhere. I guess you could just say, oh, well, I'll focus on the ground ones and someone else has a gun and they'll take care of the flying ones, but that... I don't know. I don't know.
Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
That melee attack does quite a bit of damage if you charge it up. That's not bad. Let's put my wall up.
Summon raptors.
Oh, did I miss, man? Oh. Okay. Did that teammate just say dinosaurs?
Dinosaur call. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next
I
mission.
needed that.
A Dominator has been generated for your team. Use it to commandeer a dinosaur and attack the enemies. Summoning Pachycephalosauruses. Dimensional crossing active. You may invade the enemy team's combat area. Disrupt the enemy's mission progress. Summoning Pteranodons.
Fuck. What? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Summoning Pteranodons.
Won't let that happen again. Heads up!
Summoning Pachycephalosauruses.
Where's the rest of my fucking guys, man? Oh shit. Bad out here. It's bad out here. There are dinosaurs. That guy was right when he said dinosaurs.
Damage critical. Keep that up.
Summoning Pteranodons.
Nice work.
Summoning Pteranodons. Summoning Pachycephalosauruses.
Nice work.
All right, we should kill one more of the stupid big ones. Where are they?
Summoning
It's. I feel like, you know, I guess that's kind of cool in a way, but in the chaos, it is hard to sometimes pick out, like, okay, there's like one specific dinosaur that we need to kill to complete the objective, and it's sometimes hard to figure out where the fuck that one is because there's so much other shit going on. Like the readability is kind of weird. Oh man. But that's, I don't know. That's not the worst thing. I don't know. Like the game has a real chaotic feel to it here at the end because there are a lot of dinosaurs.
Summoning Pteranodons.
Uh-oh.
Summoning Pteranodons. Summoning Pteranodons.
Damage critical.
Uh-oh. Shit. Yeah, we just got really jammed up there at the end, I guess, and
Dinosaur combat test complete. You are victorious. This team demonstrates tremendous potential. There will be a rest interval until the next combat test.
okay.
Take full advantage of this incredible employee benefit.
It seemed to say that the other team won, but I guess we are also victorious.
Behold, the best exo fighters in this war game.
We got a victory bonus, so I guess we win. Oh, we got a box to open. Landing consecutive hits increases base damage by 5%. All right. Lost data.
I am unable to send a request.
I thought that we had unlocked. Oh, does it have to be weird? Okay, well, let's unlock that and equip it. And then, okay, we're gonna equip that there. Okay, weird. Oh, we can make it 10% for an additional 1,000 coins. That seems like it's probably not the worst thing in the world to have. I'm tired of this football suit. Let's go to that. All right. Let's look at this data.
Ugh. Tell me this is better than it looks, Chief.
Come on, Madge. Who am I talking to? You can get us off this island anytime you want. Shit.
Thank you.
Shit.
The truth.
We're screwed. The vortex pushed the jet control system through the red line. The turbine blades shattered from the stress on the port engine. Pieces of it bounced around, wrecked hell on the inside. And then the fuel line caught fire
Okay.
and melted the hydraulic system.
Okay.
So no damage beyond the port wing.
That's not enough for you? The crash could have stressed or broken anything on the whole ship. Which means you and me are going to take apart and put back together everything on this bird until we are sure it is good to fly.
Ah, fantastic. So glad I asked.
Chief, there is no fixing this.
Now, who do you think you're talking to? This is me, Madge. 2 weeks, 3 weeks tops. She's fixed.
2 weeks?
I can shave off 4 or 5 days if you don't mind crashing on liftoff and touchdown.
I mean,
What? It's the deadliest part.
You are wild man, Chief. Sandy, what is our water situation?
With an atmospheric humidity at 85%, our hydration resources are well secured.
And we've got rations and beer. A cooler full. We can do this. What? What? I am not dying sober.
You sound like my grandmother.
sure. It's just like these characters that are just kind of thrown in here with you, and you're like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Oh man, we've got mysteries on top of mysteries.
What is this? Are they burying that suit?
Unclear. It's a deeply encrypted photo from an IBS worksite somewhere on Bikatoa. Timestamp is old, well before the incident, dating to the earliest days of exosuit development. Now,
You and your conspiracy.
Oh, the exosuits were sent back in time, and
Go ahead, tell him. I know you're dying to.
as I was saying, this is Bikatoa, Exosuits were developed here right from the start of the program. Clearly, some poor bloody test pilot took a hit to the chest, and they decided to bury the evidence.
And then took an incriminating photo of it?
Well, I don't know, but look at the thing. It's shredded.
Shoulder frame looks buckled, but the hatch was still open.
I am telling you, somebody died in there. And if so, why have we never heard about these deadly accidents in the exosuit development program?
I've seen exo-fighters get out of worse than that.
No way. That's thoracic crush damage and a punctured lung at least.
Listen when I tell you. I saw a gal fall off a 6-story building.
Oh, this is still going.
Triceratops on the way down. They hit the ground. Bam! Horn went through the chest. And I mean through the chest. What happens? She takes hold of the horn, breaks it off, walks back to where I'm landing the carrier and says, "Chief, mission complete."
And then?
Then she bled all over my hangar and spent a month in the ICU. Exo fighters. You do some crazy shit, but you get back up afterwards.
Oh boy. We're still no closer to finding out our status in 2043. Just more mysteries. Just more mysteries. We've got to keep playing. We've got to get to the bottom of this. Okay, so it did make some decent moves there, I guess.
I believe we have a chance to escape.
Let's do another one. Like the lack of variety in the game part of the game is really something, man. It's really like that map there that we were just on was the same, it was in different order, but like some of the same points that were in the part before that. Like this is really, it's just really thin. And again, very easy to look at a Game Pass type situation and that situation becomes less bad. But again, on other platforms, they're selling this for full price and then some if you want some cosmetics. And it's just really, it's crazy. This game didn't need to come out. I mean, if they had spent more time on content, but that's the trap, right? I was gonna say, if they spent more time on content and made more stuff for it, this would be a better game. But would it be better enough in a way that would matter? Would it be better enough in a way that would be like, oh, it's gonna sell way more copies? That really moves the needle. Like this seems like something that almost like they cut their losses on it and just went like, just get it out there, man. If people like the core of it, then you'll have the budget you need to add that content that makes it better. And okay, wait.
The first team to complete all of the assigned objectives wins. The winning team will be eligible for bonus existence. Data indicates that human beings improve their performance through competition. Compete to win, and compete to live.
Would have been cool if instead of putting their efforts on this game, they could have just changed it into Dino Crisis. I mean, is there any percentage of this game, what you're looking at, that you would want them to have pivoted into a Dino Crisis? Like that would have been an even bigger death sentence for it, like that would have if it had to then also live up to people's impression of the Dino Crisis franchise.
I will transfer you to the combat zone. Prepare for battle.
It would have been quadruple fucked, man.
Interdimensional transfer complete. The war game will begin shortly.
Yeah, it's certainly a little bit more of a Lost Planet than a Dino Crisis, I suppose, but Lost Planet was cool.
You will now engage in a dinosaur
This isn't.
test. Exofighters, follow the Watcher. Initiating dinosaur cull mission. Preparing combat. Please summon raptors. Summoning raptors.
Like those raptors were just over there just frolicking. Just bouncing around in a corner, getting weird. I will say that the nature of this game is so fucking ridiculous that I would like to know where the dinosaurs are coming from. Like that little bit of story explanation, or, you know, like the... There is just enough here that there's a part of me that goes, I wonder what they wrote. Like, I wonder... Like, I don't know that I'm going to sit here and say I'm intrigued by the actual story. More so that, like, this is so fucking ridiculous that I would like to see their explanation for, like, what, you know, what dimension are they stealing all these dinosaurs from? Or whatever, you know? And I'm sure the explanation is not worth it, but...
Follow the Watcher. Proceeding to next mission. Initiating dinosaur cull mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning raptors. You are too far from the combat zone.
Wait, where? Oh, shit.
Return now, or receive a forced transfer. Summoning Pachycephalosauruses.
I don't know why I thought that we were stopping there. Sorry.
Dinosaur cull. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Initiating dinosaur cull mission. Preparing combat area.
Love to cull the dinosaurs. Born to cull. Says the tattoo on my lower back.
Summoning raptors.
And the one on my stomach with the arrow pointing down says, summoning raptors.
Dinosaur cull. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceeding to next mission.
This one's a dinosaur cull.
Initiating dinosaur cull mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning pteranodons. Summoning raptors.
But, you know, again, the visual of the raptors tumbling out of the sky like that is good and dumb. And, you know, it's got that. I see, like, if you saw that in development, I could see why you could be like, okay, all right, yeah, let's make this. Let's do it.
Dinosaur cull. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission.
But this map is, like, deceptively
Dinosaur cull mission. Preparing combat area.
small. It doesn't immediately seem small until you realize, like, we're stopping at the same, like, 7 or 8 points over and over again. Oops. Whiffed. Oops.
Dinosaur colony. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team.
Cold the shit out of that dinosaur.
Overdrive ready.
Warning, you will now commence the final mission. Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel. Prepare for combat. The final mission will be data key security. Proximity to the data key will cause it to advance. Escort it to the objective. If the data key is destroyed, remain in proximity to repair it. Warning, the enemy team has entered this dimension. You are at great risk of being attacked. Stay alert at all times.
Thank you.
Summoning raptors. Summoning pteranodons.
Yep.
Summoning pteranodons. Summoning raptors.
And I see you say this is just Overwatch now, to which I would say it kind of always was. You know, like the structure of the units that you're playing as, like it's very much in that hero shooter vein. Like that's what they're trying to do.
I have awarded the enemy team a domino.
I don't know that it is especially successful at that.
The enemy data key has progressed 20%. A Dominator has been generated for your team. Use the Dominator to commandeer a dinosaur and attack the enemies. Dominator activated. Take advantage of this unique asset and defeat the enemies. Escort progress 40%. The enemy data key has progressed 40%. Summoning pteranodons. Your allies are on the offensive near the enemy team. Summoning raptors.
Summoning raptors.
Summoning pteranodons.
Does this game succeed or excel at anything it tries to do in any category? It's a fair question. It succeeds at making it feel like there is a horde, you know, in relatively limited situations, not all the time, but like I think they do a really good job of making it feel like, man, the streets are fucking choked with raptors. That's crazy. And like that's a neat looking thing. But no, I don't. And also I'd say like a lot of that feels kind of artificial once you kind of play the game enough. You're like, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're going to probably walk away with this one because they're only at 60% and we're coming up on 80. They would be coming through this doorway right here and trying to get their thing to this same spot that we are, basically. But they are not pushing as effectively, I guess. And so we're pretty much done. Here they are.
The enemy team is on the offensive. Fight back. Beginning preparations for aerial transfer of the data. Preparations progress more swiftly when friendly exoprimal.
Bot. I got killed by a bot. Oh wait. Did I kill a bot? Okay. Did someone quit, or is there just not enough people playing already that,
Data key transfer preparation 60%. Aerial transfer will be initiated soon.
Get up.
Combat test.
And we win.
You are victorious. This team demonstrates tremendous potential. There will be a rest interval until the next combat.
So yeah, like even in the PvP thing, it feels like it's just like at the end there's a hallway and they're coming through there and you're shooting each other, and none of that feels especially good. Like the PvP stuff feels very half-assed, I guess I would say.
Behold, the best exo fighters in this war game.
I'm the best grenadier. But we sure did level some shit up. I gotta say, we sure did level some shit up. Okay, regeneration module. That sounds good, I guess. Lost data. We're gonna get to the bottom of this mystery. Oh, we're still not quite there for the next cutscene. This meter of like meter to next cutscene is a bummer. Oh right, we forgot to open our box, so let's open that now. Yep. Okay. Skins. Reduces start time for automatic health regen by 1.5 seconds. All right. That's probably worth leveling up. It's cheap. Module upgraded. Yes. The only option here is yes. Let's level one up all the way. Why not? Okay. We got a decal. It's a heart. No, we'll stick with our Street Fighter 6 graphics. Something that says, you know, you could be playing Street Fighter 6 right now.
You better not die before I'm back to 100%.
And I'm like, yeah, but Street Fighter 6 doesn't have the mystery that this does.
This exo fighter, their black box was still functioning.
And what? Was the data corrupted?
No. No, it's just last words and all that.
Yes, very tender. Sandy, play the file.
Commencing playback.
It's not real! Holy shit, none of it! It's not real! It's not real! It's a simulation! God, it has to be.
Uh-huh.
It has to be. It's not possible! The dinosaurs aren't real! Oh God! God, there's only one way out.
Uh-huh.
I didn't miss it. It was right there. It's right. It's right. It's the only way. Hey! Don't run! It's not real! You're not real! You're not real!
Okay, Well, that was something I wish I'd never heard.
I don't know. Not so bad.
I am glad we settled this in advance. I was about to click heels and say there's no place like house.
It's home.
It's Kansas or simulation better than this shitty fight club. I am not
Shitty
going-
indeed, lady.
No, there's no place like... You know what? Never mind.
Okay. Oh, now we get to...
Me back foot. What you got now?
On a scale of 1 to trouble,
Me back foot.
we're in trouble. In every war game, Ace really is getting pulled back 3 years into the past. Back to 2040.
3 years. That's the time travel. Look,
All the data we're
it's going back 3 years. Like, that's
You're a
not
time
20.
And Ace isn't the only one. We've all fought
Not a
dinosaurs
million.
before, but not like this.
We've all fought dinosaurs before, but not like this.
Leviathan is intentionally summoning them as cannon fodder for the war game. It's frankly obsessed with pitting dinosaurs against exofighters.
But why? And why repeat the same day over and over?
I'm entertaining theories.
Why are there not
This
more
is one thing
maps?
we know for sure. Play it.
Yeah, I was just getting to that. We all kind of hoped this was all some sort of
Oh, please
simulation.
play this entire voice clip
Not
again.
real. Occam's razor and all that. Well,
Commencing playback.
Yes. Oh man, this game is a fucking thing. Oh my god.
I'm guessing he didn't fix that with a bandage and a lollipop.
yeah.
But maybe as soon as he died, it was a simulation. I don't know that I can take that as full proof that this is not a simulation.
Find a way to reach the outside world.
Magnum's the only friend we've got right now. And maybe if we keep sharing info, we can find a way out of this.
Exofighters, prepare for dimensional integration in 10 minutes.
We get it. All right, Ace. Wish one of us could share the load, but try and stay alive, eh?
It's deep, man. Yeah. B11. Why do the war games never end? It's simple. Because we haven't uninstalled the game yet. So are we still one match away from a cutscene? Because if so, I will play one more of these, damn it.
Cut out for desk work.
Yes, it looks like we are one more away from a cutscene. So let's...
Gather lost data during the war games held in 2040.
Let's level up some more of our chips here, I guess. I'm looking for something. Something, man. Oh, this one's way more expensive to upgrade. Oh, we can't even... Oh, it's because I don't have enough. Right. Okay. Well... All right. Let's change out the handcuffs for a spider. No, I don't know. We'll leave the handcuffs. The other options are no good. All right. Time to get to the bottom of this. Ready, Set, Victory says, it's interesting that Exoprimal came out today and the Steam storefront banner is consumed with the announcement of Naraka Blade Point going free to play. Well, that's because Naraka Blade Point paid more. That's not a I don't think Valve's out there going, we gotta bury Exoprimal. It's like Naraka Blade Point said, we wanna buy the Steam homepage on this day. And they said, yeah, okay. We'll take it. No one else has bought it. Is there anything else coming out that day? Maybe. I don't know. No one that showed up with a check to promote, so you know, the game's on Game Pass, so I think it would be kind of ridiculous for Capcom to then also try to promote the game at full price on Steam. That would be sort of weird. You know, Capcom's getting its money that way. They're not. Yeah, Capcom wanted to bury this. Make it look like an accident. Make it look like a tax write-off.
Welcome to my test facility. I require exofighters for a live combat test. I am measuring good results in the airport area. Your contribution is logged for review.
Are you talking specifically about areas now? Are we going to go somewhere different, or is it, or no? I assume the Capcom logo next to other people's means it's showing their Capcom ID because they're on console. But me and this guy are on Steam, and so I bet they're seeing Capcom IDs, and then who knows? I don't know.
I will transfer you to the combat zone. Enjoy the war game.
But it is cross-platform, so there, you know, hey, there's that. Just a big dinosaur Guile. Just let me fight Guile. Giant Guile.
The war game will begin shortly. Have a super day. You will now
Here at in front of an airplane. Let me fight Guile.
Exofighters, follow the Watcher. Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summon Raptors. Summon Raptors. Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Proceed.
We're the kings of culling. We cull like a motherfucker.
Preparing combat area. Please wait.
Nice work.
Summon Raptors.
Yep. When there's this many, you don't really have to think about aiming so much. You just kind of point at the pile and...
Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team.
Now fight the dinosaurs on the other side of the plane.
Preparing combat area.
Oh shit, the other side of the plane? We are fucked.
Summon Raptors. Summon Raptors.
And now there's raptors spawning on the other side of the plane? This game is twisted.
You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur cull mission. Prepare
Game Pass and its consequences. You know, so like that's the thing is you know, we'll probably never know, right? I wonder if any games have ever been developed specifically with Game Pass in mind. Like when Exoprimal started development, did they know it was going to be on Game Pass? You know, it's always possible that Capcom could pitch Microsoft and say, hey, we got an idea for like a multiplayer focused dinosaur game. You know, no, it's not Dino Crisis. But we got an idea for this thing. It's like multiplayer, you know, kind of live game type stuff, co-op, hero shooter, blah, blah, blah. You know, whatever buzzwords you want to throw in there. Like, do they make that pitch super early on, and then every budget, every part of this project is with Game Pass in mind? Because a lot of games, especially, you know, indie games, when we think about those games coming to Game Pass, like those deals are done way later. And so, you know, that would be an interesting thing to know. But yeah, I feel like a lot of those decisions come in pretty hot. So it also could be a case, and it's almost worse. Like, it's bad if you're Microsoft, if your service is being thought of this way, where Capcom like gets most of the way through this project and then goes, oh fuck. Get Xbox on the phone. We've got a hot game. We got a hot game for them. You know, it's like the direct to cable almost. Like, hey, we have zero faith in this as a retail product. We're still going to put it out on all platforms because it would be weird if we didn't. But honestly, let's see if we can get Microsoft to, you know, soak up some of the stink on this one. I wonder. And it could be a situation where there's a different answer to that question for different games, right?
Dinosaur cull. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Summoning pteranodons. Summoning pachycephalosauruses. Summoning a triceratops.
I needed that.
Oh.
Warning. The enemy team has activated the Dominant. Enemy-controlled dinosaur incoming. Prioritize its destruction. Summoning pachycephalosauruses.
Oh. Oh shit, a lot of these fuckers showed up. Ah! Oh man. Getting bounced all over the place.
I need repairs.
Die, fucker.
Dinosaur cull.
that up.
Follow the Watcher.
Yeah, it looks like we're
Proceed to
behind.
Next mission.
It's kind of interesting that, you know, when you are behind, you can kind of get a sense of what's there because it'll show you the silhouettes.
Dimensional crossing activated. You may invade the enemy team's combat area. Disrupt the enemy's mission progress.
Thank you.
The enemy team fulfilled its objectives
Oh,
first.
yeah.
The clock is
Nice
ticking.
work.
Do not lose track of time. Summoning a Triceratops.
Another fucking Triceratops?
Summoning Pteranodons.
Why? Like, we just did that. I don't want to fucking do that again.
This loss is unfortunate. Re-envision your successification. I believe it. Be sure to try in the next.
I don't think their fake corporate lingo really lands. I think it kind of...
Behold, the best exo fighters in this war game.
Behold. Well, do I still get a cutscene? Oh, thank God.
Magnum got back alive and that.
Why, Jake? Come on. Only just had to dope him up real good.
I prefer the ones with the fanging mouths.
And I thought the headhunters was only a ghost story.
I'm sorry, what? Hunters?
Headhunters. They catch you. They rip out your brainstem bypass and steal your combat data.
Oh, lovely. You best be careful, Ace. Your spine looks ripe for the plucking.
You know, Magnum has a lot of pilots that owe him one.
Oh, hell, he's right. I mean, even Majesty likes the Aussie git.
I don't mind him.
All of those Mag fans get together. You know what I mean?
No.
On with the main
Ah.
Sure you do, buddy.
Did they just like try to fucking half-ass like Seinfeld their way out of that scene with a little bass?
A massive war game was held on August 16th, 2014.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know, I guess. Purple. Yeah, it's a strange thing, this thing. You know? I already feel like I am incredibly done with this mode. And that's kind of it. You know, it's not like there's another hot mode here for me to try out, or like a story modes and then another competitive mode, and then, you know, like it's
I am also equipped with mental counseling functions.
it's boring, I guess I would say. Like the structural, you know, there's like there are ideas on display, I suppose. But I don't think I like the way those things come together. And I'm kind of, you know, I think different people are going to have different levels of tolerance for stuff. But like the Overwatch format of the hero shooter, quote unquote, like the like that stuff. Really done with it. The like we've got 2 abilities and an ult, like, you know, like that basic structure. Though I suppose in this you maybe have more like 3 abilities in some cases. It is not what I'm looking for. Like I said, different people have different levels of tolerance for that, because, you know, you'll have people that liked Overwatch a lot more than I did, but I'm at a point now in that Gundam game, that free-to-play Gundam game that came out, had a lot of that stuff too, where, you know, it was a hero shooter in that vein. But something about the and even when I pushed F1 and the list of everything that you know, and the move list for that character came up, just like in Overwatch. It was in one sense relieving, because I needed a screen like that to figure out what the hell I needed to do, but also it's not great. You just like are so nakedly making one of those in that specific sense. I mean, I don't know, other than pushing the payloads and stuff, I think it's really hard to compare this to Overwatch, because it's not really that type of game. They just kind of took some inspiration, if you will, from those games. The Gundam game is much more of an Overwatch than this is, but yeah, I don't want to do this. Like, that's the main problem, right? There's little bits and pieces of, like, the story sure is dumb and the characters are not especially well written, but like there is a part of me that wants to see them react in such an incredulously poor way to some of these details, and like fill up this map with all this other shit. Like that's mildly entertaining in a way that I could, you know, you could see it dragging you through a game a little bit more than you might do it otherwise, but it's not great, and I think it's kind of bad. I guess I would actually say, but it's bad from lack of variety. Like, you know, mechanically it does its fucking thing. Mechanically, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, these attacks work on cooldowns, and you know, hey, the different suits have different attacks, and like you look at it and it has that. It walks like a video game. It talks like a video game. And you know, it has all this shit. You look at it and go like, wow, yeah, this is a box checking ass video game here. Where you're like, do we have ults? Oh, brother, we have ults. Do we have abilities in our hero shooter? Yes, we absolutely do. Do we have upgrades? Yes, we do. Do we have a battle pass? Definitely. But then you get to the part where you're like, all right, what do we do? You're like, well, you click this fucking big box right here and you do the same thing over and over again, and that's the only mode. We got more ideas for modes. It's just not ready yet. And so if it had a wider variety of even, you know, like walking from point to point and having like, this is a dinosaur culling mission. You need to cull these. You should shoot more raptors. And that's literally fucking it. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. The lack of variety out of the gate on this thing. Yeah, give it, yes, a sewer stage. Sure, give it. What if this game had a poison swamp? You know, something nice. But man. Hitting the button over and over again, and it's like, here's 5 more objectives, and by the way, you're kind of walking through the same area again. I mean, at least that last one was in the airport, and that looked different, so maybe we're on map 2 now, and it will be the same areas on that map. I don't know, maybe it works that way, where they kind of But it really feels like they didn't make enough environments, and they're really trying to stretch every aspect of this as thin as they can, and it reaches a breaking point at some point here that you're just like, okay, no, I can't do this. If they had launched, and you don't launch with stuff like this, and I don't think this game is popular enough to last long enough to get there. If they had done way more crossover content with other Capcom games, everything from just like, all right, we're gonna literally make you look like Cutman. Fuck it. Make the tank look like Gutsman. Here, buy a Mega Man pack. It's $25. You would at least be like, yes, okay, yeah. Or like a special event where like, hey, we got a post-release plan, and in week 3, we're launching our Ryu event where all raptors will be replaced with Ryu, and there's gonna be a fucking trillion Ryus spawning in and shooting fireballs at you. You'd be like, all right, that's fucking insane. That's ridiculous. That's dumb. But I would play that. I would go like, oh, I need to reinstall this Game Pass game because it's Ryu week over there, you know. And if they went really wild with the events, I think that would at least be something that could draw players back in for a game that's on Game Pass. I don't think that sells the game because I think the core of the game is still really fucking flat. But just in terms of like, hey, here's this Game Pass game, what can we do to get people to spend more time with it because they're dropping off? Like, you need to, if they just lean in on some incredibly dumb aspects, then that might be interesting. Mr. Z version 1 says, would free-to-play even help this game? I think we're kind of getting a sense, you know, because the game is on Game Pass, you can kind of... Obviously, people do subscribe to Game Pass. It's not a free service, but in a general sense, you can look at those players and think of it as a free-to-play game, sort of in that sense. And they're launching with paid cosmetics, like they've got... Let's look here. What is the pricing around this on Steam? Mixed reviews on Steam today. $60 for the game. They're selling a deluxe edition for $70 that comes with the Season 1 Battle Pass. And the Exoprimal Head Start Kit, which is a $15 pack separately. And that is... Oh, that unlocks the other suits. So like Vigilant, there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like there's 6 of the fucking suits. Vigilant, Murasame, Nimbus. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 3 of the suits. The last suit in each one of these is locked by default. So it's an early unlock for those. And then skins for each one of those as well, as part of that $15 pack. And then they also are selling, like, separately from this. None of this comes with the deluxe edition. You could also get that quarterback football skin. That's $5. There are skins for like there are 4 $5 skins. I'm sorry, 5 $5 skins. And those are bundled up in Cosmetic Pack 1, if you so choose. And then the last piece of DLC is the soundtrack for $15. And then, okay, so you could... And a lot of the other skins that they're selling here, there's another bundle here that's $40 called Exoprimal Overdrive Kit 1. That's $40. So it looks like if you wanted to actually just get everything, you would buy the deluxe edition and the Overdrive Kit for a mere $110 total. And that still doesn't come with the soundtrack. So if you feel the need where you have to own the soundtrack, that's another $15 on top of that. That's a lot of money for a game that does not have a lot to give you back. That's a really, you know, if this game was not on Game Pass, we would be talking about it, I think, in a much harsher tone. But this is like the amount of money, like what they're charging for it on Steam, and I assume on PlayStation it's the same situation. That's a fucking wild amount of money. It could have a good time with friends, but like, are you and 4 other friends? It's a 5-player game, so are you and 4 other friends? And how long are you going to play it? Like literally, you know, like I played a couple of matches last. I have logged 6 battles according to this, and all 6 have basically been the fucking same. It's not engaging, you know. It's not. It's highly repetitive. It's not varied enough. It's really. It's shockingly thin, I guess I would say. So again, you know, when you take that in a Game Pass like situation, you could write it off in your head a little bit. You know, the part where you know, it's not very good or whatever. Like Game Pass definitely softens that blow, but man, if you're on PlayStation or if you're just not on Game Pass and you are not going to for whatever reason, this is almost criminal, man. This is a crazy amount of money. This is a really crazy. Yeah, yes, Bryn is right. The beta had most of the content in it. I don't think anyone realized that at the time. It just didn't have the full, you know, swath of upgrades and whatever else. But like, man, oh man, oh man. Here's our battle pass.
Got careless, but who the hell hit him like that?
It appears to be, well, yeah, I mean, it would have to be all cosmetics because there's no real way to. If we get to level 40, though, we do get a sign here that they have called Caution Dinosaurs. And here's your end of the pass skin. Yeah, man. It's pretty crazy. It's yeah, I don't I am against this. I stand in opposition to Exoprimal, I suppose I would say, because this seems like an extremely bad deal. And I think even on Game Pass, if you are, you know, even on Game Pass, they still have a lot of stuff to sell you around the battle pass and cosmetics and whatever else, which I guess makes sense. They're going to try to get money out of the people that really choose to engage with it. They'll be like, oh man, we gotta try to get the most out of these people. So if they love it on Game Pass, maybe they'll be more likely to buy the Battle Pass because they didn't also spend $60 for a copy of the game. Is probably how some of that thinking works. But this is it's not good. That's not good. I'm trying to think like what game do you recommend instead of that? You know, like if you're looking for some kind of co-op focused experience like that, 4 or 5. I don't really see a lot of 5-player games out there. Not a ton of them these days, but because everyone went with 3-player. Back 4 Blood got a lot better. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're thinking about it in terms of co-op games, and yeah, some people saying Warframe, some people saying EDF, which I guess, yeah. I guess EDF, I guess this is the thinking man's EDF because the enemies actually animate when they die and they don't just fall through the world. So I guess that's a meaningful comparison. I was gonna say, yeah, some people saying like Back for Blood. I guess, you know, it's not really thematically similar, but like the Anna Cruises just got that versus mode update. Like that's another kind of Left 4 Dead like. Remnant, yeah, Remnant 2 is out pretty soon. I played some Remnant 2. It seemed cool. I very briefly messed with Remnant 1 back when it came out, and I didn't really stick with it too much. I will at least try Remnant 2 more than I played Remnant 1 because it seemed cool. But yeah, man, Exoprimal, what are you gonna, where does it fit? You know, how does it fit in the, just if we think about it in terms of just other games on the market, like what does it replace in someone's lineup? Who's dropping what to go like, I'm all in on Exoprimal, baby. Yeah, dinosaur lovers. I don't know. You kill a lot of dinosaurs in this game. I think it would be dinosaur haters. Yeah, another hit for the Game Pass trash pile. That's harsh, but I get it. We've seen some pretty mediocre games coming to Game Pass over the years. They aren't all bangers, that's for sure. Oh yeah, the chair. Yeah, I've had this chair for a long time. My other chair broke. The one of the wheels got all, it's the base got all messed up somehow. I'm not really sure. So I had to spring into action and wheel this thing in here. I don't know that I like that. Well, I'm actually digging this chair a little bit right now. It's a little bit lower than my other chair. And so for a while there, I was having, you know, it was just, my legs didn't feel good on the ground because the chair was a little bit low, but this is feeling okay. So I don't really know. I feel like my posture is a little bit better in this chair, which is actually kind of nice because I don't know, I've been tight lately. Yeah, you see the chair from Orbit. It also, I mean, you know, we haven't even gotten to they sent this chair a while back, a long time ago. They were like, hey, do you want to check out this chair? And I was like, yeah, you know, there's so many. And I was looking at it and I was like, this looks exactly like the fucking chair I have. And as I was unboxing it and putting it together, I was like, this seems like the exact same fucking chair. And it's like, there's slight differences to it, but you just get the impression that there's just like a ton of companies making chairs out of the exact same parts and selling them for the exact same price. And, you know, what's the difference between them? And some of the differences seem awfully minor, but I think they asked me, which one do you want? And I said this one for sure, because it's the gaudiest of them all, and it has this on the back. I guess it's on the front too. So, yeah. Does my daughter love it? Yes, she does. She forgot. I have a picture of her that I posted on Instagram a long time ago when I first got this chair, of her sitting in the chair. And when I rolled this chair in, she had no idea that she had seen it before. I didn't show her the picture. Maybe I should be like, no, you've sat in this chair. Here, look. I'm like, what? But yeah, I don't know. So I don't know. I'm gonna sit in this chair for a while, see if I like it. If I don't, then I'll replace some parts on the other chair. This will be the second time on that other chair that I've had to replace parts because the armrests completely fell apart. And they ended up sending me replacements for no additional charge, but whatever. I don't know. You know, yeah, I should probably buy a real chair. Steel case. I don't know. Yeah, some people seem to like some of the steel case chairs. There's a handful of companies that come up, whether it's Steelcase or like the Herman Miller stuff, but that's like fucking super expensive. But also, you know, if we break it down by the hour, in terms of how many hours these chairs get use, then yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the sort of thing that eventually works out. I'm going to look at the Steelcase chairs. I'm trying to remember what the Steelcase chairs were. Okay, yeah, these ones. Yeah, I was looking at some of these and thinking about it a while ago, but yeah, Herman Miller. People seem, but again, aren't those Herman Miller chairs like fucking $1,400 or something? I don't. That's fucking wild. But maybe not the worst idea in the world. Anyway, I'm gonna sit in this chair for a while and see how it goes, and then we'll go from there. If I end up needing a proper chair, I will get a proper chair. And yeah, so I guess, gosh, what else, man? There's not really, you know, I got.
Bing ding bum ding bum rim bum 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 baba baba ding bing bing but ding
Zombie videos, please. Watching the caption thing try to figure out what all this is pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's getting hot out here. Last handle, I guess, you know, hey, everywhere, really, but you know, at least I'm not in Arizona. That was something that came up when we first started talking about places to move. My wife was like, what about, like, you know, Phoenix or something like that? I'm like, I'm not going to go live on the surface of the sun. Not yet. It'll all be there eventually, but Phoenix first. But yeah, it's definitely heating up for real. I'm trying to think what else is, you know, what's the next kind of big game? Jagged Alliance 3 came out today, and I've heard good things. I want to check that out. I don't know, man. I really liked Jagged Alliance 1 and 2 when those games came out, but it feels like ancient history at this point. And there's obviously been other games in the franchise. Like, it felt like it lost its way, right? But I've heard really good things about Jagged Alliance 3. So I do kind of want to give it a look, but I just like that style of game is not really a style of game that I'm playing a lot of these days. And so I wonder if maybe if I've changed and now, I'm not really that interested in that. But I remember, just the interaction between the characters and how they, you'd be sending them out on missions and they wouldn't get along. And you'd be like, oh, geez, the chemistry off these two characters is all wrong. And we screwed it all up. And like there was a lot of interesting stuff that would happen in Jagged Alliance. So I kind of, I do want to check it out, but I wonder. Oh, that Front Mission remake came out and a couple weeks ago. I didn't realize that. Front Mission First. And Oxenfree 2 is out. Yeah. A little Toho New World. A little bit of these anime ladies doing whatever it is they do. What else is? The Steam popular upcoming games list is never the place to go for what video games are coming out soon. Because it just feels, it's always just meme games and a bunch of disaster. There's some meme games and some porn games. Just a wide variety. Well, let's look at this list and see if we can figure it out. What else is out? July and August. Oh, Pikmin 4 is coming up. That'll be a big deal. Not to me, but to some people. I'm really curious to see Ratchet and Clank running on a PC, and that's coming out on the 26th. So that'll be cool. Rise of the Triad. Okay, they're re-releasing Rise of the Triad on consoles, huh? Night Dive. Sure, man. Yeah. That's a great game. That game is not aged. That game did not age well. Let's be honest with ourselves. Rise of the Triad is a great game in its era, and that's kind of that. Baldur's Gate, pretty early August. Yeah. And WrestleQuest looks potentially entertaining. Immortals of Avium on the 22nd. All right. I know they pushed that back, right? So, and then end of August to Samba de Amigo and Armored Core, right? Yeah. And then then I guess we're into September. Gosh, yeah, Starfield's kind of out soon, huh? That's not that, yeah. September 6th is not that far away. Jeez. I guess I hadn't considered that, but yeah, that's right around the corner. Wild. And then Fae Farm and NBA on the same day. That's going to be that'll be a hard week for NBA going up against, well, I guess, Fae Farm's only on PC and Switch, so. Lies of P. Man, Lies of P, same day as Mortal Kombat 1. Oof. It's a rough one. That's right around, gosh. Yeah, I forgot that it's mid-July. And then there's August, and then there's September, and then there's games. Payday is coming out, supposedly. We'll see. Yeah, that's that RoboCop game is supposed to come out in September, but it doesn't have a date yet, looks like. In October we got Forza and Super Mario Brothers Wonder and Alan Wake 2, and yeah, that'll be some hot shit. October. November does not currently look super packed. That's weird. November, I guess, well, Call of Duty hasn't been announced yet, so that'll probably be somewhere in October, November. But like the list for November looks weirdly off. Spider-Man 2 is October. Same day as Super Mario Wonder. Yeah, the Super Mario RPG remake is in there as well, right? Okay, yeah, that's November. Same day as Persona 5 Tactica. I guess it's not to say that there's no games in November, but it's a very short list compared to like the October list, which normally I feel like, November ends up feeling so packed, but this doesn't look super thick right now, but maybe this list is not up to date also. That's kind of the other thing, is there's a lot of bad game release lists out there. You got to find one that you trust. Anyway, that's exciting, man. That's crazy. There's actually like a lot of stuff kind of right around the corner, huh? Man, wow. Well, that's gonna do it for this week. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Be back next week with the podcast, and then we'll stream on Wednesday, and I think that's gonna end up being it. I got some family stuff happening at the end of that week, so I will not be available, but I will be around. New episode of Game Boys to Men. We recorded it last night. I need to spend some time with it to get it in ship shape, and then that will be out the door. That episode originally, well, not originally, it is. We recorded an episode about the ESRB because Glenn was called on by a politician to speak about video game violence at one point, and so he's got some interesting tales from that chunk of time, and but we quickly find ourselves talking about, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a story. I'll leave it. I'm definitely going to leave it in. I'm not going to cut it out, but I talked about some stuff in there that I'm like, there's a lot of porn talk. as we talk about, all of the things around explicit lyrics, stickers, and the MPAA ratings and everything that rolled into the formation of the ESRB. That show went some places because we finished at about 1 a.m. last night, so that's we recorded kind of late. The show went some places, but anyway, I got to do a little bit of work to get that out the door, so that probably won't be with you tonight, but I will hope to get it to you during the weekend or something. So basically, as soon as I can get it edited together and everything, I'll get it out the door. That's available on Patreon exclusive podcast. Head on over to patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann for more details on getting it in, as they say. You get on the Discord, and you get access to some bonus shows, ad-free podcast, all that sort of stuff. So give it a look. Thanks to everybody who's over there, hanging out with us and making things happen. It's been a ton of fun being able to, I think, hey, some Patreon Discord news. I think it's probably time for us to take the energy drink channel and turn it from a thread into a proper channel. We probably should do that. That's the latest Discord news. Seems like it probably belongs in a channel of its own rather than a thread, because sometimes people don't see the threads. So anyway, that's it for the news. Take care of yourselves. I'll be back next week. Have a good one. Bye.